Fentanyl is a man-made opioid drug that is stronger than morphine or heroin and much more dangerous. Fentanyl and similar man-made opioids called fentanyl analogs can be added to street drugs without you knowing. Using fentanyl or other drugs laced with fentanyl can result in death. Fentanyl has been found in many street drugs in Ohio, such as cocaine, heroin, meth, and counterfeit pills. Most deadly overdoses in Ohio involve fentanyl. If you know that fentanyl is in your drugs, you should refrain from using the drug because it could result in your death. You can take steps that may, but are not guaranteed to reduce your risk of an overdose, and an overdose and death can still occur. If you know there is fentanyl in your drugs, you should not use the drug. If you choose to use the drug, you can use the drug more slowly or use a little at a time. Use less of the drug. Snort or smoke the drug instead of injecting it. Use when others are around, and make sure they have naloxone or Narcan. Fentanyl test strips are an easy way to test your drugs for fentanyl before you use them. You should know that no drug test is 100% accurate, and drugs that test negative for fentanyl may still cause an overdose and death. Here's how to use the fentanyl strips. You will need a small container the size of a shot glass or slightly larger that can hold water. A small bag or cooker can be used as well. 1 to 3 teaspoons of clean water, more if you are testing meth or MDMA. A fentanyl test strip, a small amount of the drug you'd like to test. After you have your supplies, next, place a very small amount of the drug you are testing into your small container, or just use the leftover drug residue in your drug cooker or bag. If you're testing a pill, crush it first, and then just use a very small amount, roughly the size of half a grain of rice. Add water to your small container containing the drug or drug residue. You will want to use about 1 to 3 teaspoons. If you are testing methamphetamine or meth or MDMA, also known as Molly or ecstasy, use 3 to 4 tablespoons. These drugs can give a false positive result for fentanyl if not enough water is used. Tear the fentanyl test strip package open at the notched end. Hold the strip by the solid blue end, being careful not to touch the other parts of the strip. Dip the other end of the strip into your water and drug mixture and hold it there for 15 seconds. Be careful not to let the water go above the solid blue line near the bottom of the strip. Take the strip out of the water and lay it down on a flat surface. Wait 1 to 2 minutes. Look at the strip and count how many red lines there are. 1 red line means that fentanyl was detected in the substance, even if the line is very light. 2 red lines means fentanyl was not detected in the substance. If you don't see any lines, or if the line closest to the solid blue end does not show up, the test didn't work correctly and you should test again. If the test is positive, don't use the drug. Use it more slowly or a little at a time. Use less of the drug. Snort or smoke the drug instead of injecting it. Or use when others are around who can help give you naloxone and call for help. Call 911 in case of an overdose. Fentanyl test strips cannot be reused. Throw them in the trash after using. No drug test is 100% accurate, and drugs that test negative for fentanyl may still cause an overdose and death. Be careful and use the strategies discussed here to reduce your risk of an overdose.
Living my life clean and sober for 13 years is the best decision that I ever made. I am so grateful to be alive. Be safe. Test your supply before using.